I want to say something about my mama. Your mama dead as Your mama dead as Go dig her up. Go dig her up.
Then Boosie pulled up with the smoke.
Man, listen. I seen the whole little situation going on. First off, you gotta understand where King coming from. That's his mama, man. You can't be out here playing with a man mama and think it's just gonna be rappers rapping. King of YN, he got that fire in it. And he let it be known he ain't going for none of that. He was on that live hollering, nigga not going.
The long-standing tension between T.I. and 50 Cent appears to be heating up once again. And this time it feels more intense than ever. Make sure you watch this video all the way through because we're about to unpack everything step by step. What's unfolding right now isn't just another headline from the rap world. It's a story built on years of rivalry, pride, and unresolved competition that has suddenly resurfaced in a very public way. According to fans and various online reports, both artists have been making subtle moves that suggest something deeper may be happening behind the scenes. The tone feels sharper. The messages sound bolder. The public energy between them is becoming harder to ignore. This isn't just about music anymore. It's about legacy, respect, and who truly controls the conversation in hip-hop today. For anyone who has followed hip-hop culture over the years, you already know there's history between T.I. and 50 Cent. There's no need to revisit every past moment. But recently, the situation appeared to take a sharp turn that caught significant attention online. During a live stream, a member of T.I.'s family spoke out and didn't seem to hold back. In the video, he addressed 50 Cent directly and referenced past issues involving his mother. Viewers quickly noticed how personal the tone felt. According to clips circulating on social media, the comments didn't come across as promotional or industry-driven. Instead, they sounded emotional and direct. For those just catching up, the background reportedly involves previous public exchanges and long-standing tension between both camps. While details continue to circulate online, it's clear that this moment added a new layer to an already complicated dynamic. A few weeks ago, the tension between 50 Cent and T.I. flared up again. According to social media posts at the time, 50 Cent publicly referred to T.I. as a rat, suggesting that he had cooperated with authorities in the past, an accusation that carries serious weight in hip-hop culture. Even being labeled that way can impact an artist's legacy, and fans reacted immediately to the claim. T.I. responded quickly during a live stream, firmly denying the implication. He also stated that he had information about 50 Cent that could potentially harm his public image if it were ever shared. Viewers described the exchange as intense, far from playful back-and-forth banter. It reportedly felt like a genuine dispute rather than simple entertainment. After that, things seemed to quiet down. Posts became less frequent. The live streams stopped. For a moment, it looked like the situation might have settled. However, the conversation resurfaced when 50 Cent began sharing posts involving Tiny on social media. Posts that many observers interpreted as public trolling. At that point, fans began saying the rivalry had shifted into more personal territory, adding yet another layer to what is already one of the more complicated tensions in recent hip-hop history.
Now what you gonna do about that? That's that energy when you feel like somebody disrespecting your blood. Now look at what started it. You got 50 Cent posting pictures of Tiny on his Instagram, trolling her, telling people to keep his name out their mouth. 50 been a menace on the internet since the internet started. We know how he do. But King took it to a whole...
But this time, King took things even further. After the post began circulating, King Harris returned to Instagram Live, and viewers immediately noticed that his tone sounded even more intense than before. In clips later shared online, he openly criticized 50 Cent and used strong language while defending his mother's name. According to those who watched the broadcast, King Harris made it clear that he did not appreciate what he saw as public disrespect toward his family. At that point, many fans began saying the situation had officially moved beyond music and into deeply personal territory. When family members speak out publicly, the weight of the conversation often changes, and this moment appeared to do exactly that. Soon after, Boosie shared his thoughts on the situation. In his response, he suggested that King Harris may not have handled things in the best way. He reminded viewers that 50 Cent is widely recognized as a successful entrepreneur and influential figure in entertainment. Boosie also speculated that outside influences could be shaping King's reaction, although that claim remains unverified. His comments added another layer to what was already a complex and highly public exchange. That reaction only intensified the online debate. Fans across social media began discussing larger themes all at once: respect, influence, loyalty, ego, and boundaries in the public eye. What started as a disagreement between T.I. and 50 Cent had now evolved into something much broader. Many acknowledged that building a business empire and maintaining long-term success in entertainment, as 50 Cent has done, is an achievement that earns admiration. However, others argued that respect is mutual. According to online reactions, once personal family members are mentioned, especially in a critical or mocking way, emotions can escalate quickly. Some viewers also referenced earlier comments, including the use of the term rat, pointing out that language like that carries serious weight in hip-hop culture. Observers noted that disputes between established artists are often viewed as professional rivalries shaped by competition and history. But when relatives become part of the public narrative, the tone shifts. It adds sensitivity to an already tense situation. Within hip-hop culture, many fans believe there is an unspoken boundary that should not be crossed. Artists may challenge each other's credibility, debate business decisions, or question past moves. However, bringing someone's mother into the spotlight is often viewed as an entirely different level. That shift is part of why this situation feels heavier than previous exchanges between T.I. and 50 Cent. Now, the narrative no longer appears to be just about T.I. versus 50 Cent. Instead, it involves family pride, long-standing tension, and the amplifying effect of social media commentary. When respected artists with established legacies are involved, every post and live stream attracts intense public scrutiny, add emotional reactions and public trolling, and the situation can quickly spiral into something far bigger than music. The central question circulating online now is simple. Was King Harris wrong for speaking out publicly, or was he responding in a way he felt was necessary to defend his family? Opinions remain sharply divided. Some fans believe 50 Cent was simply engaging in his well-known trolling style. Others question whether he knowingly tested a boundary, fully aware of the reaction it might spark. For years, 50 Cent has been recognized for understanding media attention, shaping public narratives, and turning controversy into visibility. Industry observers say that strategic approach has long been part of his brand. However, many argue that certain topics carry deeper cultural meaning. While hip-hop rivalries and lyrical competition are often seen as part of tradition, respect for someone's mother is frequently described as a line that carries special weight within the culture. Commentators say that once that boundary is perceived to be crossed, the tone of the exchange changes dramatically. As clips continued to spread, blogs and hip-hop forums began analyzing Boosie's reaction in greater detail. According to social media posts, he appeared visibly frustrated while addressing the situation. He reportedly questioned why King Harris would directly challenge someone as established as 50 Cent in such a public way. From his perspective, experience, and status in the industry matter. He suggested that younger voices should move carefully when stepping into long-running rivalries. Forum users quickly began debating Boosie's stance. Some agreed, saying he was speaking from industry wisdom and trying to prevent further escalation. Others felt his comments overlooked the emotional side of the situation, especially when family is involved. Screenshots and short video clips fueled even more discussion, with fans analyzing every word and facial expression, as if it were a championship breakdown. What stood out most was how divided the audience became. On one side, people emphasized strategy, long-term positioning, and business awareness in the music industry. On the other, supporters argued that personal respect outweighs industry hierarchy every time. In several threads, fans pointed out that Boosie himself has a history of speaking boldly on public matters, which made his criticism of King Harris even more interesting. Some suggested his comments were less about taking sides and more about warning against emotional reactions in the digital age, where everything said on live spreads instantly and becomes permanent. Others interpreted Boosie's tone as protective of hip-hop's older generation. They argued that artists like 50 Cent built their reputations on calculated moves, media awareness, and precise timing. From that perspective, stepping into a public exchange without a long-term strategy could backfire. That angle sparked serious debate about generational differences and how conflict is handled today, online versus behind closed doors. Meanwhile, supporters of King Harris continue to defend his response. They argue that when it comes to family, there is no pause button and no PR strategy, only immediate loyalty and standing firm. At this point, the cultural conversation has grown much bigger than the original post itself.
Different level of disrespect because he felt like 50 was trying to play his mama like she wasn't a legend. King was on there telling whoever he was talking to, presumably 50 or whoever siding with him, talking about your mama dead as go dig that up. That's some heavy, dark shit to be saying, telling a to go put flowers on a grave or dig them up to find a better picture.
As the back and forth gained traction, entertainment commentators began framing the situation as a clash between calculated branding and emotional authenticity. On one side, 50 Cent's reputation for sharp online humor and strategic trolling was heavily highlighted. Analysts noted that he has often used controversy to remain at the center of attention. Many believe he understands exactly how the digital landscape moves and how to move with it. On the other side, King Harris's response was described by supporters as raw and unfiltered. They argued that social media has changed the rules entirely, giving family members direct access to speak their minds without waiting for interviews or official press statements. That shift in power dynamics adds a new layer to how disputes unfold in public view. At this point, the conversation is no longer about one post or a single live stream. It has evolved into a broader debate about respect, hierarchy, generational mindset, and how far online commentary should go. Judging by the nonstop reactions across platforms, this story is still developing in real time. As the situation continued trending, longtime hip-hop fans began revisiting past interviews and old clips to piece together the bigger picture. On several forums, users pointed out that tension between major artists rarely disappears completely, it simply goes quiet for a while. Some commentators suggested that this latest flare-up may be rooted in years of competitive energy between T.I. and 50 Cent, even if it only recently resurfaced online. That history adds weight to the moment, and fans can feel it. At the same time, media blogs began tracking engagement numbers. Posts related to the situation were pulling serious views, reactions, and reposts across multiple platforms, showing just how invested the audience has become.
King really out here feeling like his family is on a different ball game. He said it himself. Don't never think you can get on this motherfucking level and you can compete with us. He feels they got a different type of respect. But man, when you start talking about people's deceased parents, you crossing a line that's hard to come back from.
Analysts also noted that in today's attention economy, even indirect comments can spark massive waves of reaction. Every caption, every emoji, and every pause during a live stream gets examined like evidence in a case file. What's clear is that this is no longer a small internet debate. It has turned into a full-blown cultural moment, with fans choosing sides and defending their positions passionately. Another major talking point is how quickly narratives form online. Within hours, short clips were edited, reposted, and paired with bold captions that shaped how viewers interpreted the exchange. Some fans argued that context can easily get lost when moments are reduced to 30-second highlights. Others insisted that tone alone said everything that needed to be said. Digital creators weighed in as well, breaking down body language, word choice, and timing. According to several commentators, when someone with 50 Cent's media experience posts something, it is rarely random. Meanwhile, supporters of King Harris emphasize that emotional responses are human, and not everything needs to be calculated like a chess move. This clash between strategy and emotion has become one of the most talked about aspects of the entire situation. It's no longer just about what was said, but how and why it was said. There's also a broader generational conversation happening beneath the surface. Older fans often talk about handling disputes through music or private conversations, while younger voices are more comfortable addressing issues instantly through live streams and direct posts. That difference in approach alone is creating friction. Industry observers say social media has erased the waiting period that once existed. In the past, artists might respond on a track or during a scheduled interview. Now, reactions happen in real time with thousands of viewers watching live. That pressure can amplify emotions and instantly raise the stakes. As debates continue across timelines and comment sections, one thing stands out. The culture is watching closely. Every move is analyzed. Every statement is dissected. And the conversation keeps evolving with each new post. As reaction videos continued to surface, influencers and podcast hosts began breaking the situation down from every angle. Some framed it as a lesson in media awareness, pointing out how quickly a single post can shift the spotlight. Others described it as a reminder that in hip-hop, pride and public image still carry serious weight. Forum discussions also highlighted how branding plays a role in conflicts like this. 50 Cent is widely known for sharp humor and calculated online moments, while T.I. has long been associated with standing firm on respect and principle. When those two energies collide, sparks are almost guaranteed. It becomes bigger than one comment. It turns into a clash of styles and philosophies. Fans continue dissecting timelines, comparing screenshots, and debating intent. In today's digital era, perception often moves faster than facts, and once a narrative forms, it spreads at lightning speed. Another layer to the situation is the business side of visibility. Marketing experts have pointed out that controversy drives engagement, and engagement drives relevance. That doesn't necessarily mean every move is strategic, but high-profile figures understand how attention works. When influential names exchange words publicly, the algorithm responds as well. At the same time, supporters of King Harris argue that not every reaction is about branding. Some say his response appeared emotional and protective, not promotional, and that difference in interpretation is what keeps the debate alive. Is this calculated momentum, or is it personal defense playing out in real time? People online cannot seem to agree. The mix of legacy status, family loyalty, and digital amplification has created a layered and complex situation. It's no longer just one issue. It's multiple tensions colliding at once. And across platforms, comment sections remain filled with strong opinions from both sides.
He telling 50 to put the music up and stop playing. If you ask me, it's a mess. You got the South Prince, in a way, T.I.'s son, going at a billionaire mogul who literally built an empire off being the biggest bully in the industry. King told him straight up, you better tie y'all motherfucking shoes. Y'all don't know who the fuck y'all fucking with.
Some users emphasize hierarchy and experience, arguing that navigating public disputes requires patience, discipline, and long-term thinking. Others push back, saying respect should never be measured by status or years in the game. That back and forth has turned social media timelines into full debate stages. Observers also understand how quickly public sympathy can shift. One clip can tilt the conversation in one direction, and the very next post can swing it right back. In a matter of hours, the narrative can completely flip. That unpredictability keeps audiences locked in and watching closely. What makes this moment stand out is how many layers are involved: reputation, generational differences, media strategy, and personal boundaries all blending together at once. As reactions continue to surface, the situation keeps evolving in real time. Now, industry insiders are quietly watching how both camps move next, particularly 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris. In moments like this, silence can be just as powerful as a response. Some commentators believe stepping back could cool tensions, while others think a single new post could reignite everything instantly. When high-profile names are involved, even a short caption can shift the mood overnight. On hip-hop forums, users are analyzing past rivalries to predict what might happen next. They point out that public disputes often follow familiar patterns. Tension rises, reactions explode, and then either a truce forms, or the rivalry evolves into something even bigger. No one knows which direction this situation will take, but the uncertainty alone is keeping engagement high. What also stands out is the role of strategic timing. Every move now feels deliberate. Whether it's a post, a live stream, or complete silence, people are watching for the next signal like it's a chess match unfolding in real time. This moment also reflects the changing nature of celebrity culture. Years ago, statements were filtered through interviews and official press releases. Today, artists and their families can speak directly to millions with a single tap. That direct access creates raw, unedited moments that feel more personal and sometimes more intense. Supporters on both sides are doubling down. Some argue that calculated humor is part of entertainment and should not be taken too seriously, especially when it comes to someone like 50 Cent, who has built a brand around sharp wit and online trolling. Others insist that once family is mentioned, it stops being content and becomes something deeper, especially from the perspective of King Harris and supporters of T.I. That cultural divide is fueling passionate reactions across timelines. The speed of social media leaves little time for reflection before opinions form. Within minutes, hashtags trend, clips circulate, and commentary spreads across platforms. The pressure of that spotlight can magnify every emotion involved. Meanwhile, digital creators are turning the situation into full breakdown segments, analyzing tone, word choice, timing, and even pauses during live streams.
That's bold. That's that I'm not raised like that talk. He's standing on business for his mama because he views her as a legend and won't let nobody, not even 50, treat her like a chase. It's a wild time in the game, man.
Every detail is being examined as if it carries hidden meaning. That level of scrutiny shows just how invested the audience has become in this storyline. Some fans are calling for private conversations to resolve the tension, suggesting that not everything needs to unfold publicly. Others argue that public disputes are part of hip-hop tradition and reflect the competitive spirit that helped build the culture. That split in perspective is keeping the debate intense and ongoing. At this stage, the situation represents more than just a disagreement. It highlights how reputation, pride, legacy, and modern media dynamics can collide in unpredictable ways. With millions still watching, the next move from 50 Cent, T.I., or King Harris could instantly reshape the entire narrative. Right now, the spotlight is brighter than ever. Will things cool off behind the scenes? Or are we about to see another round of public responses? With reputations, pride, and public perception all in play, every post from this point forward matters. One caption, one live stream, one subtle message could shift the direction of this story in seconds. Fans remain divided down the middle. Some believe this is strategic media chess from seasoned veterans who understand attention better than anyone. Others see it as a matter of personal boundaries, standing firm when family is brought into the conversation. So now the question turns to you. Was this calculated trolling, emotional defense, or a mix of both? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this debate is far from settled. And if you want real-time updates, layered breakdowns, and unfiltered analysis on moments like this, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. This story is still developing, and we'll be watching every move closely.